Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go through some of my grade 5's amazing pictures based on some AI prompts that they've been using. They've really taken to AI quite well. I really like their content, their ability to really engage with it, and their English has improved massively because of this amazing AI content. So today we're just going to go through some of these amazing pictures that they've been making. So first up, we did a unit about space, and I got this great idea about using a space station. We learned about space vocabulary, words like orbit were used a lot, and the names of the planets, obviously the order of the planets were used, and as their final project, they were able to create these amazing space stations using prompts and sentences that they were able to write, and I think the results are superb. I'd never used AI in this context before. I knew it was this upcoming thing, and I really wanted to check it out, and the results are way better than I could have ever imagined, and the students love it, and they just love it. Let's check it out. This first space station is orbiting Neptune. Now this student was, her English wasn't great, but she was really able to really bring out her expressions on this one. She was able to make it bow-shaped, which you can clearly see, and use vocabulary such as materials, made of metal, orbiting. That was, again, bringing that word back, orbiting Neptune. They're going to be living on these space stations. And they also made diary entries of people who, as if they were living on that space station. And she came into her own with that one, and she loved the results. This next one was influenced heavily by kind of a military aspect towards space. He really engages well with militaristic aspects to things. Orbiting Jupiter, he liked the ringed aspect to that one. We also used words like massive and gigantic, really to emphasize how big these stations can be within science fiction and within real life as well. Now we come to the cubed station orbiting Mars. He really wanted some weapons on this one. Obviously I teach quite a lot of boys, so weapons are usually going to be on there at some point. We commented on the living space and the size of it, and how long it would take it to orbit Mars once. They also had to comment on what else is in your space station. Is there a playroom? Is there a weapons depot? Is there a school? Is there a garden? We also watched a few clips from Star Wars and Star Trek for a bit of inspiration on this one, and they were really able to tell us the life and times of the people who may live on these space stations, and of course themselves. They were tasked to live on the stations for a while. This next one was heavily inspired by the first and really wanted to emulate his creativity, but kind of make it unique. This one was orbiting Neptune, but a similar kind of premise with the design and overall function. Another one orbiting Mars. This one has its own spaceport. This one has an airlock. He really wanted to make it like a communications tower, making communication between Earth and Mars a bit quicker than usual. So you can see the communication arrays at the top with the extra space station at the bottom there. Also orbiting Mars. This was one of the strongest students, and he was really able to be creative with this one. He was very happy with the results. This next one is probably my favourite. It's orbiting Jupiter, and he wanted some telescopes on there. He wanted to explore the universe, the solar system. He also wanted to explore what kind of shapes he could say. He's been working on his vocabulary. He was able to say what shape he wanted. He was able to tell AI clearly what kind of shape, and this one, it just looks like a star. It's a star in space. It's fantastic. Mars seems to be the planet of choice for my students. They wanted a lot of them to orbit Mars. This one just looks like a hotel in space, and that's exactly what he told AI. This kid's drawing wasn't great, and that's why AI can really help them with their creativity, because it doesn't hinder them with what they can do. It can take their ideas and make it into something superb, just like this amazing hotel in space. And last but certainly not least, this is a space station orbiting Neptune, and the student really wanted a communal feel to this one. She wanted a garden with a glass dome over the top, and she wanted it to be a learning centre. Far out in the vast nothingness of space, she wanted some learning in there, and this one is just, it's beautiful, it's quaint, it's fantastic. And there you have it, some space stations that were created through AI with my students. They had a fantastic time doing this. Now they seem to only ever want to write stuff if AI is involved, which is a bit of a hindrance as well as a blessing for me. But to get them involved in writing, even if it's just a couple of sentences, their English isn't great, but it's definitely improved thanks to this amazing AI tool. And now every day they come up to me and say, can we do an AI sentence? Can we do this? Can we do that? And it's just amazing to see the looks on their faces with this amazing AI function. Tune in next time for some castles and some houses. We did the same thing, but with some houses. Tune in next time for that. Thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. I will post a poll in the comments to see which one is your favourite. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and vote for your favourite one, please.